Hi everyone, it's Diane with Batik, and today I'd love to share with you our new fabrics that we're adding to our Batik Cotton Jersey Knit collection. But first, a little bit about our cotton jersey. It measures 72 inches wide, so it's quite wide. You will see on most of your patterns that are written for a mid-weight to heavier weight cotton jersey that they're either 60 inches, 54 inches, but ours are 72. And one of these days, I'm going to put together a little, I can't call it a conversion, but how to work with that little bit of extra fabric when you're laying out your pattern. But our fabric is 100% cotton. So there's no lycra or spandex in it because batiks and hand-dyed fabrics can only be batiked with a natural fiber. And so there's no other component to our cotton jersey knit. And it has about, I would say about a 20% stretch to it. And it's a two-way stretch. So we're gonna have it stretch around us. It does not stretch. It's not a four-way stretch or a super stretch. It does not stretch the other way. So it is just simply a two-way stretch going around us with the grain. So that's a little bit about it. And from a care instruction perspective, simple care, machine wash, and we always recommend Synthropol, which is on our website, but it's a great wash for hand-dyed and batik fabric, and it gets rid of any of that surface dye and wax that just remains on your fabric. You can feel it when you get your fabric in the mail. You can feel it, and you can actually smell kind of that waxy dyed smell. If you're a batik lover, you know to expect that when you receive your fabric from any of your stores that you buy your fabric from. But we, excuse me, we want to get rid of any of that remaining surface dye and wax, and we just want to get it all softened up. And so machine wash, low, well, how do I put that? Lukewarm water, cool lukewarm water with an extra rinse, just to make sure we get everything purged from our washing machine. And then I take it out, I shake it out, and then I put it in the dryer for, I don't know, until it's almost dry on a medium to high heat, because we're really trying to get the shrink out of it as well. And then I let it sit for a little bit, kind of overnight. I typically will wash my fabric, and then the next day I lay out my pattern. And it doesn't really need to be pressed unless you really over dry it. But I just smooth it out, lay out my pattern, cut it out, and wear it and enjoy. So actually what I'm wearing today is one of our jersey knits, and it is the Violetta motif. It's a really tiny, really pretty motif, and you're going to see a lot of those today. And this is the color Ivy. And I made the square neck top from Friday and Company, and we've also made this out of our Batik rayon as well, because that pattern is really one you should have on your shelves, simply because it can be woven. They have a portion of the pattern that's for a woven and the other portion for a knit. So it's really diverse, and it's a great pattern just to whip up for summer, which is perfect right now. So that's what I'm wearing. And let's get into the colors, okay? So what I'm going to show you, mostly for all of these, except for a few, are a new colorway that we're adding to our jersey knit, plus a coordinate. So we're going to have a motif and a coordinate. And it's great for pairing things up or to add a little bit of interest to your garments as you design them. So this again is the Violetta motif, and this shade is Coral Peach. And so we have both a motif and a coordinate. I really love this shade, but I don't think I can wear it. I don't think peaches look good on me, but we'll have to see. The next one I want to show you is the soft mint, which I have I recently made a garment with our linen that also has a soft mint. And again, it's a violetta motif with a coordinate. And I would describe this as really a soft turquoise with a little bit of green running through it. I don't know if you can tell on your monitor, but there's a little bit of soft green going through this, but it reads more turquoise than it does green. Okay, the next one I want to show you is really fun, and we rarely design a fabric that has a really light background with a bold motif. And I think you could go through our entire collections of cotton, jersey knit, linen, and rayon and not find another one like this. But we have this in our 115-inch wide Batik Cotton, but this is the first time we've put it in a garment fabric, and I love it. So this is the Phoenix motif, and the colorway is called Rainbow Sherbet. It does look kind of sherbety. So it has colors of yellow, a limey shade, the turquoise, some reds, and actually you could introduce, with this fabric, you can introduce a color combination with your soft mint or with the coral peach as well, and really create a fun outfit. I kind of look at these for some infant and youth projects that you might make. Cute little jacket for the cool evenings, a cute little stretch pant or cute little knit top would be really, really wonderful. Okay, now we go bright. So the next combination is the colorway of strawberry. And again, the violetta motif. And this has a little bit of yellow going through it, as well as a little bit of off-white. And then our hand-dyed as well. It's such a rich shade, and I really, really love the movement in the fabric. Okay, now I'm going to jump over to two blue fabrics. This one is, we also have this one available in our 115-inch wide cotton, and this is the shade of Perry Rose, and it's a blue that has light blue, a little hint of green or teal going through the motif, and I don't know if I would read that as a peach as much as I would a pink. If you put a pink next to that, you're going to see some pink in there. So we call this Perry Rose. And I was trying to remember if we have a hand-dyed to go with this, and I don't believe we do. Okay. Then one of my favorite shades, and I'm making a sundress out of this for summer, is the motif on this one is Phoenix, a very busy scroll kind of design, and it is a dusty blue. A lot of you love our dusty denim. We're almost sold out of the dusty denim in our linen. Wow. So this is definitely, if you're a dusty denim person or like Copen blue, which is kind of a deeper blue that doesn't go to indigo, this is your fabric. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful shade. I can't wait to make this up in a sundress. That will be great. Two hand dyes that we've added to the collection. This is the shade of Malbec, and it looks like suede and it feels like suede. I mean, it's just really a beautiful, beautiful shade. It's going to read lighter on your monitor simply because of the lighting that we have in our store. But I just finished a top, the Sentosa tank top, which is designed by Itch to Stitch. And you're going to see that in another video here. I might actually post two today just because I just want to get that one out there, and I love it. And it's just this beautiful tank top. And I couldn't be happier with how it turned out of this fabric, and it is just so soft. So this is a little bit different shade than, I don't know if I have it back here. We have one that's called Bright Purple as well, and this reads bluer. If I could call something a blue purple versus a red purple, this is a blue purple. And then the other shade of Bright Purple is more of a red purple, so it's going to go towards the grape family. But this is, I love this. I'm so glad I picked this fabric for my new top. However, it's dark, and so I hope I can show the detail of that tank top when I do the video for you. Okay, the next fabric I want to share with you, the next color is a hand-dyed again, and this is Valentine Pink. The Valentine Pink, we also have the Violetta Valentine Pink that we have had in our collection now for maybe 9 months or so, and that is replacing the Motif Medora Flora Valentine Pink. We just decided to choose one over the other and not have two of the same colorway in our collection. And so we went with the Violetta. And it shows more of the purples and in that particular motif. And so that's why we went with that. And so you'll see in here that there are purple shades running through this, and then highs and lows of the bright pink, Valentine Pink. And I think if I put this next to Malbec, you will see the purple coming out in that fabric. It really adds a lot of interest to it. Okay, we only have 3 more. So what I've shown you is some of our, what I call pastels. They're lighter, they're brighter, and then we get into the bolds and blues. And so now I am going to show you a deeper, darker fabric. And again, this is, I'm going to open this up a little bit so that you can see it a little bit better. But this is our Phoenix motif again. And the color here is Natural Sapphire. And I've been asked before if this is black or blue in the background. And it is really, I have to describe it as charcoal, because it's not black, because it has a little hint of blue in it. So when you're looking at a hand-dyed fabric that says it's black, it's either going to have a hint of blue in it or it's going to look brown, one or the other, because it starts, there's not a black, so it starts as a color to make itself black. And so this has a hint of blue to it, which then works really well with the really soft, dusty, topaz-y sapphire that goes through the motif. This, I think, would be beautiful as a men's garment, a men's t-shirt or a top of any kind. This would be a great robe. I love it. And then we have added 2 very, they're dark, but so many of you have asked for more of a darker charcoaly colorway in our rayon as well as, which we have now. And I don't think we did this. Yes, we did. We have this in our linen as well, which is, I'm going to show you this one first, and it's called our animal print. So it has the animal spots on it, and that's the motif. I think it's reading too light on the monitor. I can see it from here, but it is a deep, deep brownish charcoal. And then there are hints of blue, and then also a deeper brown that go through the motif itself. So if you put this next to a black, and I'm going to do that. This is one of our t-shirt roll-ups. But if you put this next to a black, you see the difference there? It's going to look a little blue. And this is our fully saturated batik rayon, which is solid black. But it does go, so it can work. But what we did instead is we prepared a hand dye Again, it's reading such different highs and lows of the intensity of the charcoal. And when I look behind here, I don't see a lot of that low, but it's going to have kind of hints of kind of a yellowy shade. It goes towards a goldy shade in its low points, and then it's the deep charcoal in its highest points. But I wonder if I went backwards, if you saw that a little bit differently. So both of these fabrics coordinate beautifully together and fun. Okay, so those are the newest fabrics that we've added to our Jersey Knit collection. And I am almost done with getting everything on the website, which is sobatik.com. And there's a little button up at the top that, and I'm trying to restructure our website to be more specific with quilting versus garment sewing versus home deck. So watch for that change soon. But there's a little tab at the top that talks about fabric. It says the word fabric. In there, you can select all of our different substrates of fabric, which include rayon, linen, they're all batik, rayon, linen, the cotton jersey knit, which we've just shown you today, and our 115-inch wide batik cotton, mostly known for quilt backings, but 1 1/4 yards of 115 wide fabric is equal to 3 yards of 45-inch wide fabric, which gets you a beautiful classic shirt. It gets you a beautiful skirt. It gets you a beautiful tunic. Cotton is for garments just as much as it is for quilting. And then we also have our collection of 45-inch wide gradations, which are often known as ombres. So that collection, we're growing back again. We used to have 55 different shades of that color wheel in our nuance gradations, and then we sort of took a look at what we had too much of a colorway of, refined that down, and now we're building back with what people, with you guys, are telling us that we need to have back in our collection, which is great. So keep up the comments. We really enjoy those. So that's a little bit about our fabric, as well as our newest additions to our Batik Cotton Jersey Knit collection. So I have all of the item links below, so you can quickly jump over to our website if something caught your eye. And if you're new to us and you're just stopping in to say hello, we hope you subscribe and like our video and leave a comment, because that's how we get better, and share the things that you want us to share. So have a great, great, great weekend and keep sewing.